should put maybe.
All right, I believe we're live. All right, great.
Good morning.
Good morning, absolutely. Welcome back to another XT.com YouTube AMA session. My name is William, your XT.com AMA host. And so for those who don't know, XT.com is a cryptocurrency exchange registered in Seychelles and have been serving users since 2018. For those who also may not be aware, there is a giveaway involved with today's AMA. So 10 lucky winners participating in the live chat, having their questions chosen, will be one of the few will be sharing the prize, the prize pool. There's also going to be another 10 lucky winners who interacting in the YouTube comment section below, and they'll be chosen out for a total of 20 winners. So definitely go check out the YouTube description box below for more information and definitely be sure to participate. So today I will be speaking with Isa J. Victor. He's the founder and CEO of Camelcoin. Thank you very much for making time today. Could you kindly introduce yourself?
Thank you for the host. So actually, like it said, I'm Isa Jeremy Victor. I'm French and I'm living since a couple of years in Sahara in Morocco, in the desert. So and voilà, I'm the founder and CEO of the Camelcoin project since 2 years now, and so we are working especially to create income concerning camels worldwide. And voilà, on the side, I have a company of camel produce, so that's why I'm really aware of what's going on in the camel market, and that's why I decided to create this project, especially.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much. I do have a few questions for you. I was looking through your project on your website, and I'm sure like some of my questions would definitely be helpful for some of the viewers who are listening in today. So let's get chatting, and I'm sure we'll probably procure a whole bunch of different questions from the viewers later on. That being said, could you kindly tell us about like the purpose of your project, Camelcoin, and how does it aim to support like economic activities?
Yep. So actually, as I said, the Camelcoin project aims to create economical activity around camels world. So as you know, most of camels owners are in kind of isolated areas, but there is a big potential on camels products, and there is increasing demand in the Western world. So the Camelcoin project aims to protect those isolated areas so they can create economical activity instead of, as usual, Western country to take the camels somewhere else and make massive production, and again, isolated area like Africa or Middle East will lose a lot of primary materials. So the aim is to create a worldwide cooperative with our own money, and so the sheptails of camels can stay in their area, and it's good for the animal well-being and also the human well-being.
So, if my understanding is correct, is your project more centered around very specific continents? Like you mentioned Africa. Would it be correct to say like Middle East as well, or something like South America?
So actually, we are working everywhere where there is camels.
Got it.
So it's true that naturally, camels are more in North Africa, in the desertic areas. So in North Africa, in Middle East, in China, in Mongolia, and in Australia. But there are also everywhere camels. and because, like I said, there is a lot of demands now on camel milk, because the camel milk is really specific, full of vitamin C. It can heal autism, sickness. It's good for people that are intolerant to lactose. They can drink camel milk, so there is a higher demand on camel milk, and so there is camels everywhere. Us at Camelcoin, we don't really care about the location, as well as the project is taking care of the well-being of the animals, and is doing fair trade, and that it's natural. It's keep natural products. Means that it's not industrial production with bad things and abusing animals. We can support any project, even if it's in America.
Wonderful. Yes, and I think I have a better idea how your project works.
We are first thinking about ethic. If the project is ethical, we already have a trust level of ethics and natural. So after, of course, we are privileging the areas where there is a lot of needs. Like if we can help a family in the desert of Tunisia that has a dozen of camels and is making socks with the hair, so we can really help them to promote their activity and have access to the worldwide market. This is the main goal, but we can help anything ethical that can promote camel activity through the world.
Absolutely. I think a lot of new blockchain projects, Web3 projects, are specifically aimed to really help the world become cleaner, safer, a lot more ethical. The one thing that popped in my mind was actually just refinance and how they're trying to build like their own DeFi ecosystem, but at the same time kind of give back to the world and just kind of make things greener. In this case, in specific, your project, better for camels, something more sustainable, but at the same time, a lot more ethical and how trade is worked. That kind of brings up me to the second question that I have for you, and how like your what are some benefits? I was going to ask you what kind of benefits that your specific Camelcoin project has compared to other projects. But now that I heard the answer for your first question, like the few things that popped in my head was like, well, potentially you can actually use it to manage supply and how supplies are tracked. Is that something that you're considering, how to use your Camelcoin, or is it something more of like a medium of exchange specifically in your industry?
First of all, we are creating the Camelcoin ecosystem around camelids. Okay, we are really building this ecosystem that is including, actually, Camelcoin is a utility token. Mm-hmm. We make everything so it really get the camel market assets to buy camel products and to facilitate. For example, somebody in Canada want to buy some products to someone in Turkey. I can use Camelcoin easily just to buy those assets, and transaction is immediate and without taxes. So that's really important. So Camelcoin will be used for our ecosystem, because we are building a platform which called Camel Zone, that is kind of the Amazon of camel products. You will be able to find on this platform all camel products worldwide with a trust label and with a tracking system through the blockchain. So you can know exactly where the products are coming from and if they are ethical or not, or if it's a true fair trade. Okay. But once this ecosystem is built, we will deploy our own blockchain, that is a Camellink blockchain. For me, Camellink blockchain is a companion of VeChain. I don't know if you know VeChain blockchain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the supply chain,
yes, exactly.
The blockchain that tracks everything.
We are Camellink will work kind of similarly, but while VeChain is working with big brands to make a trust label for big brands to avoid duplicity, we are a trust label for small brands to give them trust to the people. So it's similar but contrary. So we are kind of working together. And on the Camellink blockchain, the specificity of the Camellink blockchain is that we will allow the build of just only 200 smart contracts on it for the business of natural products. For example, honey or argan oil or aloe vera or things like this that can be natural, and where there is a lot of demand in the world, and it's hard for customers to find really natural ones and to find really ethical and fair trade commercial. So here we will accept 200 similar projects of natural and ethical products that can get on the Camellink ecosystem. And so also the CamelZone platform will be like the platform, the Amazon, not only just for camels, but for all natural and ethical fair trade products in the world. Like anyone in this earth say, okay, I want a good, natural, ethical, fair trade products. I go on CamelZone. I'm sure that I will find the right one.
Yeah. So for those who are like,
so of course,
understanding,
all transaction can be done in Camelcoin.
Absolutely. So I think I have a better understanding, like exactly how the next few steps and where your project is going towards. For those who are more better understanding of like perhaps blockchain jargon instead of like business. So basically, from if I interpret it, it's basically a permissioned platform, but it's still decentralized, but specifically built as a permissioned blockchain, so that you are validating every single business that's when you're onboarding them to ensure that they are ethical and at the same time they are clean for their green projects. Absolutely. Okay, so that's now that we have a better understanding where you're taking the Camelcoin, it gives us a better idea like where we can actually. I'm assuming that the supply chain management functions is going to sooner or later be implemented in that sense. So that's going to be interesting to see how that moves. Let's move on. It seems like we do have a lot of questions from some of our viewers already, but let's keep moving on so we can give them other people the opportunity to write their own. So I have another question. Speaking of marketing, just promotions. Do you know how you will go about with your Camelcoin and your team to promote economic growth with your activities? How are you going to scale in your specific in your business using your Camelcoin project?
Actually, the camel activities today are promoting by themselves. Really, like I said, I'm in the camel industry since 6 or 7 years now, and I saw the increase of demand of camel products, and it's just huge. Actually, in the time of global warming, also, we know that there is a defiance from the public against cows and everything, and so camel begin to be kind of fashion. That's why actually I decided to create this project to protect the camel market before it gets bigger and it interests too much big pharma or big distribution, and the market gets stolen by just big leaders. You understand? I'd rather make something communitary and cooperative. But actually 2024 will be the year of the camel in United Nations, because we know that with global warming also camel begin to be everywhere. They just opened the first milk factory of camels in France. You understand? In France.
Interesting place to be choosing one. I figured it'd be something in the Middle East.
France, one in Austria. So it begins to be really, really worldwide, because camel can adapt to any climate. But where cows are dying, camel can replace actually. So that's nice. But us, we are promoting that by helping, because the main problems are hygienic systems and borders. So that's where we help people that has the knowledge in isolated area. They know since century how to make products from camels, but they don't know how to sell it to the world. And it's here that with the blockchain technology, we can assure that there is all the hygienic recommendation for international business, and also to allow the products to cross the borders. And there are many festivals worldwide. So Camelcoin is always present and there, and slowly a great public and with also a marketing force. We are awareing people about the benefits of camel products, that is, they are natural and ethical, and yes, slowly it gets to the great public, and a lot of people, small people, begin to have good incomes from those activities.
Absolutely. I think this your new project actually kind of go both ways in helping not just the end users getting the end product, the camel products, but also most likely the farmers as well. Because from what my understanding of a lot of cryptocurrency Web3 projects that are trying to help use Web3 technology and blockchain to not only manage their supply chains, but also cutting out the middleman, and specifically for farmers in that this traditional industry, whether you're actually selling potatoes or grapes, or in this case camel products, there's usually a lot of middlemen in the middle, and they usually take a lot of money, and by the time the money gets to the camel farmer or the camel milking person, it's
exactly. It's like, for example, here in my area, 1 liter of camel milk is costing around $1. Okay, while in France or somewhere else, it costs 160.
Everything's marked up because of yes.
Yeah. So the fact is to make everybody happy. If the farmer can sell this liter to $4, and the user can have it for $4 also, it make everybody happy. And actually, yeah, it's really giving access to the international commerce. And what's the point? It's like here, for example, here in Africa, not a lot of people have bank accounts to have access to sell, for example, to sell on Facebook or to sell with PayPal or everything. It's really hard for them. While with cryptocurrency, everybody has a phone. This you can be sure. You can go over there 100 kilometers in the desert. You will find a Bedouin with his camel. He has a phone and network, so he can receive cryptocurrency and sell his products. There is no problem with that.
Yeah,
so
and I think that's definitely one side of sustainability that a lot of end users don't see. Like if the farmer him or herself can't sustain their own operations by getting most of the profits from the end user, or at least a bigger chunk of the profits from the end user, without having most of the profits being taken by the middleman, then it's not really sustainable in that sense. So using this project does get most of that profits to the right person, and through your Camelcoin project, that actually works both ways for both the users as well as the farmers.
Exactly.
Yeah, wonderful. Absolutely. Okay, great. I do see a whole bunch of new questions coming in from our viewers. Let's see if we can find a few good ones so that we can address some of the questions and concerns that some viewers out there would have. Perhaps let's see if my team can prompt one.
Yeah, try to find not but one.
Okay, great. We got one. So from Daniel Sento, he says, can you share us your tokenomics? How much is the total and circulation supply of your tokens? Will there be a buyback system or token burning in the future? So from what I understand, the Camelcoin project, they do have publicized their white paper on their website. So you can easily go to the website, click on the white paper. It'll show in PDF format exactly how they break down their tokenomics. I did have a few questions I was going to ask them about their tokenomics later on as well, but we can address it right here as well. As for the buyback system or burning function, I'll leave that to Isa. So take it away. Got it.
About this question, so yeah, like you said, the tokenomics is available on the website. It will be easier to everyone to see it on the website straight, and also you can download the white paper as you said. And so yeah, the total supply will be 170 million. So it's not a lot actually. It's middle range. It's middle range.
There's a lot of projects out there that has a lot
Yeah,
higher number.
we decide this amount compared to the camel market actually. Actually, it's
Oh.
just the camel milk market in the world is worth 10 billion. So
How did you get from 10 billion to 170 million?
It's just the milk that make 10 billion, you understand? But so we calculate everything that at the main point when the full ecosystem is developed, the right rate for one Camelcoin would be $10 to cover all the camel market. So, and no, actually there is 40 million already minted, and we have around 5 million circulating supply.
Yeah, so thank you very much. I believe, Daniel, that answers some of your questions, at least a part of it. For more information, potentially the buyback or the burning function, please check out the white paper. All right, great. Let's move on. So I remember that you mentioned Camellink, and I remember if you mentioned that like that has something related to VeChain. Can you tell us a little bit more about Camellink and the field of how that relates specifically to your product research and innovation? It kind of be interesting to understand more about like how what kind of specific products and product line that you're trying to develop for this specific Camelcoin project.
So actually, Camellink blockchain is important in the research and development because there is a lot of scientists worldwide that are working on camel products and their utilities. For example, isolation for camel wool, or like I said before, healing autism with camel milk, or there is also healing cancer with camel urine. That
I did not know.
Yeah,
that is something new for me.
It's new, but it's really serious. It's really serious. And so the matter is that a lot of research has been done worldwide, but everybody is in his corner. So the idea of Camellink is to open a space where all information can be proved and stocked somewhere, and so compare, and so scientists can work together, and all the really proof that they find, they can storage it in the blockchain and prove it, because there are scientific research on, for example, on healing cancer with camel urine, but there are also beliefs. Understand that we need to make the difference between both. So science proof can be stored in the blockchain, and it will be really interesting to go to go forward with that.
Hey, I think you make a good point. I'm just gonna quickly jump in here to kind of help you articulate this concept. So there's a lot of like new research going up out there, and when we actually have good scientific like advancement, and let's say because camel urine does cure cancer XYZ, and then there's going to be a huge demand of camel milk. And when you have a huge demand of camel milk, there's usually fake products out there. When there's fake products, you need a way to validate and authenticate this specific product is real camel milk. And I believe that's actually where your Camelcoin and your Camelcoin project comes into play. So you know for sure that you're getting the authentic milk and not the fake camel milk.
Yeah, exactly. That's another problem that we are making with that, because like I said, camel milk has a high value, business value also, compared to cow milk, and for example in India today there is this problem. There has been in Rajasthan a big program to promote camel milk, led by Dr. Ilse Olafsson, that make really a great job with Rajasthan owners. And so in the beginning, it was hard for her to promote camel milk, to make people produce camel milk and drink camel milk. But after 15 years, 20 years, people get used to camel milk, and so arrived fake camel milk. People that were mixing cow milk and camel milk to sell it because it was gold in their hand. And after, even you could find camel milk powder that was just cow milk. And so with the Camellink blockchain, this kind of things cannot happen anymore.
So you don't want to buy the fruit juice with 1% fruits inside.
Voila. Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And,
Isa, you had something else to say. Go ahead.
Camellink, what I want to say, it's not only a blockchain. It might also be a network, because we saw that in nature, in isolated areas, so there is not all the time network. Okay, there is Elon Musk that is developing Starlink. Okay, we are doing Camellink, because in isolated area in the desert, always there is a troop of camels, but in the troop of camels, 5 to 10 kilometers before, there are some camels, and 5 to 10 kilometers after, there are some camels. So anywhere you go, you have points, some camels. And so we are developing a system so we can connect the camels with GPS, and like also a network, to develop network.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Because actually camels also are not what's the word? Sorry, I'm French.
Okay. I'll help you articulate when you're done.
Yeah. Camels are not harmed by waves, by network waves. It doesn't give them cancer or something like this, like to us. So they can wear a system that can provide Wi-Fi. We can just repeat Wi-Fi. They will be all like small network, and give networks to isolated areas. And also it will give us a lot of data about how the camels are working, how they are reproducing, how where they are going, why, and it will be also good data to know where is water, because camel know where is water. So it's important data that we can collect with that to help the world in the future.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of this other project called Helium, where they're like trying to like build a decentralized Wi-Fi network. For your specific case, you can use the Camel token project. You're basically utilizing camels when you're traveling them already, but to build this decentralized Wi-Fi network throughout the desert so that everyone actually has network capability. I find that very fascinating because it's not like anyone can actually go out in the desert and put up their own Wi-Fi network node in the middle of like a coconut tree, because there's not going to be any, even if you use solar power, how are you going to maintain that? So I think that is a very fascinating concept, but also very fascinating plans for you to actually develop your project that way.
But we are lucky because on this side, just in 2 years, the Camelcoin project, with strong partnerships, we get really the trust of camel owners and camel projects, and all worldwide, in the whole worldwide camel world, we are really representative, and we are trusted, and people, even if they don't really understand what is a cryptocurrency and things like this, they see that we have a good mind and good idea to for the camel world, and they are supporting us a lot. So it's easier after to go to see camel owners that never heard about cryptocurrency or something, and propose them some project. We are trusted, and we have these powers. That's really important.
Yeah, like if I was a camel farmer and another camel farmer came to tell me that they're actually making more money because they're getting more profits directly from the clients, and there's fewer middlemen out there, I think a lot of camel milk farmers would be definitely interested. That being said, though, I wouldn't be surprised if they start coming to you instead of the other way around, because at the end of the day, it's still business, right? And if it's more economical, it's more green and more sustainable, then everyone wins at the end of the day. So Yeah, wonderful. I do see a whole bunch more questions. It seems like a lot more people would like to know more about your project. Let's choose another question from the viewer. Perhaps, there we go. So we got Mr. OD. And he says, how does CML strike a balance between developing the technology and also improving the value of the token? Okay, so basically R&D, the research, and as well as the total long-term longevity and the health of the Camelcoin project.
Yeah.
How
So
do you find that balance?
actually, we try to find out all the time when we are improving something, or if we have the idea of technology, we always including this thing, how to improve the value of the camel coin in the same way. So, for example, just right now, last week, we launched our own wallet, our own crypto wallet that's called the Hump. And actually, hey, you see, Camel put the water in the hump. We put the cryptocurrency in our hump, and it's
That's
safe.
how we hodl. That's how camels hodl.
You can hold in the hump. There is no matter with that. And actually, it's for the Camel world, it's kind of excellent wallet because for now we are on the Cardano ecosystem, and most of Cardano wallet are hard to use for non-expert user. For beginners, it's really hard. The
The
user,
UX can be a little
yeah.
bit complicated.
So, yeah. So our user interface is really intuitive, and actually it's the only wallet working like this. And what we improved is that we are supporting in the same wallet without switching network, Cardano and Avalanche ecosystem. So it's allow to have all layer 2 token, even USDT and everything. So it's good for everybody. And you can also mint NFT. Okay, straight from the wallet, you can mint NFT easily, straight with your camera or thing like this. If you need to take a picture and make an NFT or sign a contract or anything. And so what we made for that is that you need to access the NFT minting. You need to have $10 worth of Camelcoin. You will not spend them. You just need to have them in your wallet so you can have access. So with this feature, people hold actually 10. All users are holding kind of $10 Camelcoin, and so it make a security fund that we have through this wallet, and so it's also increasing the value of the Camelcoin.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of the token out of circulation, and it also ensures people just don't spam new NFTs without any inherent value behind it. So yeah, absolutely, I do see
Voilà,
that how that works.
and so this is one of the idea we had by developing technology and increasing the value, and all the time we are doing that for the Camel Zone ecosystem, for example, also. So Camelcoin will be the money of the Camel Zone ecosystem to buy the products and everything, but also because it's a full decentralized Amazon-like platform. There is no Jeff Bezos. I am just a simple holder, and so all the profit of the platform will be shared between all holders. Every year, the smart contract will know how many holders have Camel coins in their Hump wallet, and in pro rata of the Camel coins they are holding, they will receive a share of the benefits of the platform. So all of this make people hold, make increasing the value of the Camel coin compared to and also more the camel market increase and more people will use camel products, the Camel coin value will raise also.
It's like almost owning a portion of the industry.
Yeah,
It's like because it's kind of like you're getting like traditional dividends from stocks. Yeah,
exactly.
I get what you mean. I find it very interesting that you mentioned Cardano and Avalanche. Are you thinking about like opening like starting like developing a subnet through Avalanche or start deploying your Camel tokens on Cardano? Is that something like in the pipeline the next like year or two?
Actually, Camelcoin is on Cardano network now.
Oh, it's already on it. Okay,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, it's a Cardano token. So that's why we develop a Cardano wallet, because we found like I told you, in the camel world, in all of users, farmers, and in the camel world, they don't know really cryptocurrency. And so when we ask them to hold some camel coin in a well-known Cardano wallet like Yoroi or Daedalus or things like this, they were
Yeah, you need your
couldn't
PC for
really
that
understand.
one.
The user interface is too hard. So we developed a really intuitive user interface for regular user, and to bring people from Web 2 to Web 3 easily.
Yep.
So that's the first point. And after, we decide to open Avalanche in the same network to facilitate the NFT project that we have with camels, and and also to have layer 2 tokens, because some people don't want to have just Cardano token in their wallet. They want also to have their USDT or thing like this. So we decide to add Avalanche to Avalanche, but we will add some networks also after. This is easy. All layer 2 are easy, but the main point is that for Cardano ecosystem, the Hump is kind of the best wallet ever. It's as secure as Daedalus and faster than Yoroi. So I don't know.
That's okay. So we definitely have to go check out that wallet.
Yeah, check it.
Well, at this point, everything's faster than Daedalus, but
It's available on Android and iOS on the stores.
okay. Is it like does it download like the full node onto your does it require like a full node? You running a whole full node in your PC, or is it one of those like light wallets?
Oh no, it's light wallet. You
Okay, it's a
don't.
light wallet. Wonderful. So on your PC.
But it's downloading the full blockchain, so that's why it's as
Oh,
secure as Daedalus. Uh,
oh.
it's on the cloud, but it's connected to your own wallet.
Okay, so that is really unique. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to look into that. All right, great. Let's address some of these other questions that we got from the viewers. Perhaps we can choose another one. Let's see if which one. Okay, we got one from Mr. Lula. Tell us a little about the role of your CML tokens and project within the entire ecosystem. I believe we might have like partially answered that one. Will it act as a simple payment currency on all of your products? Or will its holders benefit? Okay, so I think like partial.
I think I just answered that.
Yeah, I think you did in this the last like
Right
30
now,
minutes.
it will be the money of the ecosystem to pay the products, and holders will have benefits with the share of the platform. So
That's right. So you want to hold those. In this case, long term, the amount of the tokens you will have will actually increase based on the profits of the company. Yeah, we got another one. MD Mazabar Rahman, is your project a community only for English speaking few countries or for users not of other language? So basically, what languages does your community speak, and if so, what languages are they?
we are a worldwide community. So that's for sure. You can check that on our website. It's translated and everything. So and most of our communication are in many languages. We use English because it's the main language, but after we have mostly the language that are spoken in Camel's country. So we have a big Arabic spoken, and India, China, Mongolia, and so communities are building themselves slowly over there. We use English as main language because it's the most understandable and the most easier for global communication as usual. But we develop the Arab community is already good developed, and other community through the world begin to develop themselves in other languages. But everything is step by step. We are like camels. For us, it's strength and resilience. You understand? We do things in our time. We are not in a rush.
Since your project is related to specifically camels and camel products, just for the inherent nature of camels being used for trades specifically, there's so many different language involving in trades, especially with like just inter countries. And when you cross like the desert, there's another country that speaks another language. So that said, I mean, think there's probably more than just English, if not
That's the
multiple
spirit of
smaller
the
ones.
project.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
soon you will even receive your products delivered by your camel.
That's something I'm looking forward to one of these days. Maybe I'm all the way in Tokyo, so
We're
I'm
back
not
to
too
the
sure when that's
caravan.
gonna. I'll guess I have to go to Dubai for that one. All right,
Maybe a flying one.
or a smaller one, or head to the zoo.
Yeah.
Great. Let's see if we have another question from our YouTube community. Yes, we got another one from Mr. Oluwapelumi. Can you share the roadmap of Camelcoin with us? Yeah, so I believe we might have talked a little bit about the future already, but if could you kindly shed light a little bit about certain like future plans and future things that you're planning to implement or integrate?
Yeah, so the roadmap actually is available on the website also. But so for this year, like I said last week, we launched our wallet on iOS and Android. So with this launch, now we are looking for a partnership with another exchange. Because we have to be listed in more exchange. Our community is asking for that, and for the stability, it's better. And so that's for this year. This year also we are organizing in October the one Camel Festival in Dakhla city here in Morocco. That Dakhla city is a point where there is like 200,000 camels. So it's gonna be a huge festival, and we will really create this event to explain blockchain technology to worldwide cameliers. And voila. And next year we begin really the real development of Camellink blockchain.
Wonderful, absolutely.
Because 2023 is kind of the year of Web3, and 2024, as I said, is year of the camels in the United Nations. So we are here in those both years. A lot of things will happen.
That's very interesting symbolism. We also do have the next Bitcoin halving in next year in 2024. Yeah. So lots of things going on. Definitely a good sign. So hopefully that answered the last AMA question. Wonderful. Let's move on. So I have a question on my end for you here. So I was looking over your white paper, and so I just want to know exactly like how there's just so many different like projects failing lately, and as you probably know, like the whole USDC peg recently just kind of like just spooked everyone. When someone was when you have such a big company guaranteeing everyone that everything's going to be fine, and something crazy happens, like a bank failing, something went wrong. So I think just a lot of people can just appreciate a little bit of extra like guarantees and something that we know for sure it's not going to fail. That being said, like how does your Camelcoin project guarantee like a sustainable funding for its projects? And I was looking at the specifically with the tokenomics, and there's like a big chunk of the tokens reserved specifically for just the deployment itself. Yeah, could you kind of explain to me like how that's going to be used for long-term sustainability of your project?
Actually, like we said, we are kind of tokenizing the camel market, and Camelcoin is a utility token. So the projects by themselves are the warranty of the value of the Camelcoin, because the project are making business, and the project are making profits. So it makes the whole we are like investors, you understand? So we are creating economical activities that are sustainable, and there is really increasing of the demand. So there is more and more and more and more and more demand. We are late. We need to develop more and more project to provide the products to this demand in camel soap, in camel milk, in camel hair products, in camel hump also. There is even in camel meat, in camel everything in camel can be used for something, and so yes, this market, the camel market, is really increasing and is really solid. That's our base. So even if there is problems sometimes in banks or in cryptocurrency like USDC or anything can happen, we still have our investments in sustainable projects that actually we proved our resilience. How we get listed on xt.com last year in April, just before the bear market. Okay, so that was not a great
Impeccable timing.
yeah, just before the bear market, and we were a new project. We just finished the ICO. We were clearly a new team and everything, and we get listed. As the bear market happened, we had big, and today we are still here and strong, and we are still improving. Our wallet is going on. We are getting bigger, still working. So like I said, we are like camel. We are resilient.
Yeah, compared to like some other Web3 project there, you actually do have a physical end product backing
Yeah.
your cryptocurrency project. So I think that makes, like, at the end of the day, however you do run, which does still make a big significance, you still have that product backing up that business. It still goes on regardless if the bank crashes or not.
Voila, it's like banks. Banks, they have credits, they have liquidity in cash sometimes, and they have how you call that, immobilier. They have houses and what's the name?
Credit Suisse.
It's easy.
Debit Suisse.
Up.
Not all banks have liquidity these days. But
Yeah,
we'll
that's
see. We'll find out the next few weeks.
They have real estate. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, real estate, that because they know that real estate is something solid and they can count on it, and it's true value, like gold. You understand? And us, we have camels.
Absolutely. I totally get what you mean. The physical property.
So camel is worth. It's wildlife. It's so voila. That's all liquidity in case of problem.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like people are still gonna trade with those commodities, even if it is like it like the camel itself, right? Yeah. Wonderful, very good. Let's check out some of these other questions that we have from the viewers, perhaps, so we can choose another one. We got one here from Max Wu. What companies are you partnered with or seeking to partner with in the future? So, if I could tailor this question just a little bit, considering how the camel industry not just work with just companies itself, but also like small time farmers, this might just be somewhat of a challenge to kind of specifically answer the questions. But yeah, if there's anything that you can shed light in, yeah, Isa.
Yeah, we have also big partners, but the companies we are partnering with are usually kind of official or governmental companies. We are, for example, partners with all camel federation in different countries. We are partner with the ICO. It's a that's a good name because ICO actually means International Camel Organization.
Okay, I was thinking about the default
Yeah.
cryptocurrency there.
So the International Camel Organization, that is part of the United Nations. We are partner. We are partnered with them. We are partnered with Droma City. So it's usually institutional companies, and there are some ethical companies or some companies that aim to the same goal. For example, we might have a partnership with Starlink. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. If, for example, if we are doing this decentralized network with camels, why not providing the main camel that is providing the network from Starlink? It can be a win-win for everybody. So that's
There's
it.
a lot of opportunities.
And in the crypto industry, we can have also some partnership with exchange, with some ideas, with VeChain, we are really open to everything. The main thing is to stay with our ethical vision. For us, this is really important. Ethical, human well-being, and animal well-being. That's it. And after that, we can speak about any partnership.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about just business partnerships in general. If you don't
Yeah.
really share the value, the underlying value itself, it's kind
Yeah,
of hard to do business with a person.
we really want Camelcoin, the Camelcoin ecosystem, to be a trust label. So we need the partnership that are strong and have the same vision than us for a
Yeah,
better
so
future. Yeah.
I think if you have that branding down, known specifically for products specifically that are just not just green but are ethical in nature because you deal with livestock in this specific case, I think that has addressed a lot of modern just concerns regarding sustainability as well of like just proper ethical um, functions and how we deal with livestock in general. It's become more and more of a prominent modern concern these days. Wonderful, very good. Let's see if we have another question from our viewers. You got one from Dev. Says security is probably one of the most important parts of any project. Is yes, especially after all the 2022 hacks and vulnerabilities. What have Camelcoin accomplished to warrant and secure the funds of user? If I were to just kind of just tweak and perhaps like make the question just a little bit easier to address, it's not just the past of what's accomplished, but also if you have any future plans to advance your security in your project. Because some things are, I understand, some things are always in progress. And when it comes down to security in general, it's never ending. You always have to update.
That's why actually when I read the question, I said, "Oh my god," because every day we have things to improve about security every day, and especially now with the raising of AI, it's just incredible all what we have to do. But
It's
the main thing is that for now we are on the Cardano blockchain. That is one of the most secure blockchain existing. And as I told, we developed our wallet. So we are advising all of our users to put their Camelcoin on our own wallet, the Hum, that is downloading the whole blockchain connected to your wallet. So like this, there is nothing more secure than that.
that's a full node. That's right. You don't have to rely on any other nodes for that.
Mhm.
Little bit heavy in terms of memory, but hey, look,
Yeah, but
security above all.
it's on the cloud.
Oh, the cloud. That's right.
Downloading everything on the all the blockchain on the cloud. It's a light. You have the light version of your on your phone.
And you have the cloud in your own storage. Is that how
Voilà.
it works?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that is definitely definitely an interesting approach to it. Very different to your already like wallets. There was something that was going to pop in my head. Right, security. That you guys bring up, like since you have the Hump wallet, and I can. The first thing that popped up in my head was that huge vulnerability that happened last year. I think it was December with was a BitKeep wallet. And that was like a very famous big wallet. And they had this huge vulnerability where like a lot of their users lost a lot of their funds directly through due to some kind of private key leak. So I think when it comes down to security, I personally used to work in the Web3 security industry before joining XT. It's always a never-ending fight,
Yeah,
and as yeah.
that's for sure. But voila, after we count on the we are teaching also our user how to use Web3. It's a lot of information to our user, not to keep too much coins on exchange, to keep on wallet, to avoid sharing their sentence, voila, all the to warrant the funds. We are not holding the funds of our customer. We are so they're responsible of their own camel coins. But the only thing that we can do is to give them the information how to hold them the best way.
I like how you mentioned. I remember you mentioned that your wallet is available on both on Android and iPhones on both the app stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely a big benefit for those who are concerned about security. Those who might not viewers.
Actually, those times a lot of wallet, especially with NFT, are refused by Apple, and or one pass through. So that means in the level of security, we are already.
Definitely, that's definitely one check. That's definitely one check mark that you don't get just from downloading a software directly on your PC. So that's definitely, I think that's usually that's one way to go. It's also just for the fact that most apps are just sandbox, and they don't really interact with the other apps. So that goes a long way. But definitely, for those viewers who are interested in reading more about it, definitely go check out and read out about their home wallet on your local app store and download it and just try it out. Yeah. Let's moving on. Let's see. We have a whole bunch of other questions from the viewers. Perhaps we can choose another one. All right, great. We got one from MD Mehide Hassan. And he's asked if NFTs is hot trending now. Do you have a play to have NFTs in your platform? If so, can you tell us the plans of your project NFTs? Okay, so from what I understand, basically, he's like to know how would NFTs play a part of your project? And if not, do you have any plans for it?
NFT has a good part in our project. Actually, we aim now. We are discussing with all officials. Like I said, our partner are usually official authorities around the camel world. We are going to protect, to be a trust label, to protect all brands and all ideas and all products through NFTs from all camel products, but also to make some NFTs through some valuable camel's DNA. Because maybe you don't know, and most of people don't know, but there are some camels that worth more than $4 million each. So
superior genes goes a long way.
Yeah, so it's more than their weight in gold. So those valuable camels can made as NFT collection, and we can tokenize, make NFTs of the living stock, and so also make a proof of the family tree. You understand? For somebody that is buying $1 million camel, it's good if he has the NFT connected to it, and he can have the act of property like this, and shows that it's not a camel that comes from another family, and so through DNA and everything. And so that's why also on the Hump wallet, I don't know if you can see here, you can easily mint NFT. Okay. On the Avalanche blockchain, and that's kind of cool because for beginners in NFT, you can you see, you can here put the name of your NFT, and in the description you can put utility. And what is cool, you can all download pictures or video, or you can just record straight from the phone. For example, here I take a picture of here, I use it, and I need to put a name.
And just mint it directly through the wallet.
And it's straight minting the NFT.
That is
Okay?
brilliant. So you don't have to go through like an NFT marketplace or do the code yourself.
Yeah,
Makes it a
exactly.
lot more
Voilà.
lowers the barrier of
So you see,
entry
you
for
have
everyone.
this picture, this nice picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and voila. You
Yeah,
have
you
the
have it.
address, the contract address, and everything, and your NFT is minted back. And now you can find it back in your collectible right here.
Yeah, it's very different compared to 2 years ago
You
when
see?
NFT
It's
just
here.
came out.
Voila.
Before NFT really got took down to the masses, things took a lot more than just a few buttons in the wallet.
Yeah.
So that's definitely you have something going on other compared to MetaMask.
Yeah, voila. So that's one of the feature we made. You can make a live video, live for events, for example. It's important or to share like this. Like I said, for a camel owner, he can take a live video of a camel and prove to someone through the NFT that it belongs to him. There is many usable way, and the fact that you can add a utility, transferable or non-transferable utility to the token when you mint it, it's really nice too, and it can bring a lot of Web 2 user to the Web 3 also, through this way, because it's interesting. I'm thinking about using it also for journalism. You understand? For example, if you see an event, you
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 could
see
mint it quickly and say that's
voila,
yours.
you can mint it quickly, and if you need to sell your image to news,
Ah,
some news or some channel and everything, you can prove that you are the owner because you mint the NFT straight from the app. So it's
definitely monetize it directly without being having taken off from Twitter or something. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
That's definitely an interesting use case. Wonderful. So for those interested, definitely go download the app and check it out, especially if you're interested in NFTs and you're not too sure how to mint them. That's definitely one way to go about without learning any code or whatnot, playing with the marketplace and whatnot. Great, let's move on. I believe we have 2 more questions we can find for the users. Perhaps we can find show up one more. See if the backend can choose another one for us. There we go. We got one from Mr. Muhammad Ahmed, and he asking if do you have tutorial videos so that we can know and understand your project more clearly, or do you have a YouTube channel or something? Can you share it with us?
So the answer is yes, we have.
It is a yes no questions.
Yeah. So yes, we have. How can I share the
I think like the safest way to do it is just to basically due to like just so many scammers and fake like websites and YouTube channels out there, please go to the Camelcoin's Twitter site. Okay, all the
Or
information
you go
is
on camelcoin.io, and you have at the bottom all the links.
there you go, camelcon.io. You have all the links on below. I always go through Twitter, but hey, if you go through main website, you can't go wrong with that as well. Just make sure you double check the URL when you're going through.
And
There we
actually,
go. Wonderful.
the tutorial video for especially for the Hump wallet are ongoing, and they will be online soon.
Yeah, wonderful. There we go. So definitely stay tuned. Follow them on Twitter just so you can stay updated, just so you know exactly what kind of new news are going on. All right, then we got. I believe we have one more question. I believe we can choose one more. Another lucky reader from Miss Diep 21, and she asks, "What is the background of your team? Do you have your team's do you think your team's qualifications and experience would be able to support the long-term development project?" So, if you could kindly tell us a little bit about your team and where why your team is specifically put together in that way to support your current future plans.
So,
Yeah, whatever you can disclose in
yeah, so
appropriate.
actually, just to begin, it's not really polite, but I will begin by myself. So I'm in the I'm in the cryptocurrency since 6 or 7 years already. So I know good how it's working, and same for the camel products, because like I said, I have a company that is making camel products. So I'm really a knowledge of the market and how it's going, and that's why, like I said, we are really trust in the camel world. So since a couple of years, we are really making this strong or trust in the camel world. And now, actually, meanwhile, in the cryptocurrency world, we were kind of people were, well, okay, you made a token. Everybody can do that.
There are
Well,
lots of new simple ways to do it these days,
okay,
especially on Cardano.
I was telling after, okay, wait, but we made a token on Cardano. It's a little bit harder. Okay, yeah, but
With Haskell,
still,
sure.
still anyone can do that. But actually, we were developing our wallet, like I said, and now that the wallet is on, we are proving to the cryptocurrency community that we are really able to do innovations and good things on the cryptocurrency side. So we are beginning to set ourselves to be really serious in the cryptocurrency market, because we have both market, camels and cryptocurrency, and we need to convince both of the public. So for that, I have my background, and the background of the team is fair enough. And also Luca, that is the owner of Digital Unicorn, that is also part of the team, has respect of the development on development in the world of the cryptocurrency. And actually, the main fact that I can say in long term, that means that the project has almost 3 years now. So in what happens those last year in the crypto world, we already dinosaurs.
And you already survived the bear market.
Voilà.
The worst of the worst.
Because our crypto project with the problem of the market now is lasting a couple of days or a couple of months, or it lasts a couple of years, and after it has enough background to stay and to go on, and that's already a big proof, I think.
Yeah, I think you guys are bringing up some really interesting features, especially that the cloud wallet with a full node on the cloud. That is something I'm personally going to be looking into myself. But definitely, for everyone who's interested in staying up tuned with Camelcoin, definitely stay tuned. Follow them on Twitter. Go on their website. Read about their white paper. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just directly ask someone directly on Twitter, and I believe they'll probably get back to you. I believe the community is always a big part of any Web project. So that's it. Thank you very much, and it was great chat with you.
Yeah, it was great too. Thank you very much. Really, I was really happy to speak with you, and I hope you will give me personally feedback on the pump.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, definitely gonna check that out. Yeah,
Okay.
So thank you, readers. And for more information on the next AMA, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Have a good one. Ciao.